Welcome to Divine World Order, where we vibe higher, Slavinci, and in this video, I want to do a brief breakdown on medical astrology. I guess you could say this is a follow-up from my Thyself video when I connected the minerals, the deficiencies, and the zodiac signs all together. So this is, just some more insight. I was coming across some stuff, just doing a little research, and it was just funny how I was just confirming things that I already knew. So I just wanted to bring this to the light so other people could see this and do your own research on this. Don't take my word for it, like my boy said. But on a serious note, it didn't take me long when I first started doing astrology to see how the medical field and astrology was linked. And this information is being suppressed for a reason. So you can go figure why. So this is what they mean when they say know thyself. You know what I'm saying? We need to understand ourselves on a deeper level, not just on a physical mundane level. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make any sense that we have to go to somebody that knows our body better than us. Like I said, they don't even share the same genetics as us or anything. You live in your body, but you need to take a trip to somebody else outside of your body to tell you what's wrong with you. So that's just basically what it is. No college, just straight research. So this is what this says. It says, sometimes depicted in writings, drawings from ancient, classical, medieval, and modern times, the zodiac man of signs, represents a roughly consistent correlation of zodiacal names with body parts. So this is a picture from the 15th century. Zodiac man. You see all the body parts on the zodiac man. Bang, 1700. You see zodiac man. All the body parts. Designated signs. There we go again. All the body parts. Designated signs. This is science that they've been passing on. This is ancient wisdom. This is stuff that's being suppressed for a reason. So they said the zodiac man appeared in calendars, devotional books, philosophy, astrology, medicine in the medieval area before the emergence of scientific empiricism in the 17th century. Medical physicians looked to the skies for guidance. Having observed that the overhead moon brought high tides, they theorized the dangers of letting blood from a body part whose zodiacal sign was occupied by the moon, since a tide of blood might gush out uncontrollably. So this is ancient knowledge. This is before the books and all the other stuff. These people had to use their observation. They were simply using their observation, you know what I'm saying, to see how certain energies was affecting people. That was it. Just straight observation. Not no books, not reading with somebody else. Straight observation. So this is basically what I'm doing right now. I ain't going off what they telling me. Straight observation. I need to observe it for myself. So let's get into the table of correspondences. Aries. Now this sign is associated with the head primarily. Eyes, adrenals, blood pressure, secondary associations. Taurus rules the neck. Secondary, throat, shoulders, ears. Gemini. The primary is the shoulders. Secondary, lungs, nerves, arms, fingers. Cancer, chest for the primary association. Secondary association, breast, sides, some bodily fluids and organs. Leo. Sides, primary association. Secondary is stomach, heart, spine, upper back, spleen. Virgo. Primary association, belly. Secondary, abdomen, intestines, gallbladder, pancreas, liver. Libra. Buttocks, primary association. And that's funny because you see, that's why the Libras be having a But and that's Venus energy, which is Lucifer, and you see 666. You see how they getting butt injections, and all that has to do with physical beauty. Venus is the planet of physical beauty. Taurus, Libra, it's physical beauty. It's Lucifer, because it's not what you see is not what you're getting. You know what I'm saying? When you see somebody, that's a physical attraction. You know what I mean? So this is what they're desensitizing. You know what I mean? To be over sexualized. So anyway, Libra, primary buttocks, secondary hips, lower back, kidneys, endocrines. So Scorpio, primary association, genitalia, secondary, pelvis, urinary bladder, rectum. Sagittarius, primary association, thighs, secondary, legs, hips, groin. Capricorn, knees, for the primary association, secondaries, shin, bone, skin, sinew, nerve. Aquarius, primary association, lower leg, secondary, ankle, calf, some blood vessels. Pisces, primary association, feet, secondary association, soul, extremity. Now this is just the medieval. This is basically how they came up with their table in the medieval times. So you can only imagine how it advanced it had gotten, which this is already advanced. You know what I'm saying? Really. So it says the concept of the zodiac man dates to the Hellenistic era in which the earliest exposition appears in Manilius's Astronomica. Tablet, unknown date, give a nearly identical list of bodily divisions that possibly, but not certainly, could have been created before. On the limbs of the zodiacal, describing the subdivision of zodiac signs. Signs with signs suggest. See, this is like the deacons. It's going into the deacons. Overall, the idea of zodiac man goes back thousands of years to Babylonia, where the body was considered to work in tune with the heavenly bodies. The general system of zodiac signs relating to healing is thought to predate Manilius by several centuries and have been attributed to philosophers such as Pythagoras, yada 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 yada. Astrological medicine. The zodiac man was used in medieval medicine to determine the correct time for surgery, medication, bloodletting, and other procedures. That's why I said you need your moon sign. There's nothing you don't do that don't use astrology. Body is the foremost rule was to avoid interfering with the body part when the moon could be found in its corresponding sign. This injunction was attributed to Claudius Ptolemy. Wherever the moon and stars are aligned with a certain astrological sign, they're correlated with a body part, bodily system, or the four humors. The four humors separate the body into four parts, just as there are four elements. The four humors of the human body are yellow bile, black bile, I ain't even gonna say that word, and blood. It was believed that these all needed to be in balance in order to keep up with your health. These humors were used directly to treat illness alongside zodiac man, and were also used to explain and simplify concepts to patients. Europe was, and that makes sense, because now people don't even have an understanding. All they doing is writing you scripts and you going to the goddamn pharmacy. They ain't even really telling you nothing. I mean, they might tell you some little shit, but you don't have no real results. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no real information. You know what I'm saying? Because Europe was at the time required by law to calculate the moon's positioning before taking action on a patient or any kind of medical procedure. If the moon was not in its correct positioning, nothing was able to be performed because it was deemed unsafe. They used Valvel, a rotating calendar, to calculate the moon's position, as well as multiple almanacs, which describe different phases of the moon. Man, they was cold. Most of the ways that illnesses were determined and diagnosed was through the four humors, especially through blood and yellow bile, better known as urine. Damn, just from the urine, they already know. Like, this was one of the main ways people were diagnosed. Many pictures of Zodiac Man solely depict the main body parts correlating with the astrological signs, but others go more in depth to then match the signs with internal bodily systems. Yep. Over time, leading into the Middle Ages, the belief of Zodiac Man slowly faded out due to new scientific discoveries. While physicians, scientists, and doctors may have become warier on the diagram in medical astrology, the people did not. The ordinary public stood by their belief of the signs, the way they depicted the human body and its dependence on the moon. The Zodiac Man is read and created off the skies and stars, or most commonly labeled as the moving heavenly bodies. This suggests a clear pathway to a religious aspect in zodiacal readings. Astrology was united with Christianity during the medieval period, and medicine also tended to work hand in hand with prevailing Christian customs at the time. The signs of the zodiac are considered very spiritual, but of course not only associated with Christianity. They are also associated with countless other religions as well, including Islam and Judaism. Besides Zodiac Man, other human figures and diagrams are also well known, were used in ancient time. There is the vain man, the woman, womb man, disease man, and the skeleton. These figures are all using models, and although it is difficult to say if there is any direct relationship between all of these, they are all focused on the human body, which is a large factor in the Zodiac Man's history. There are other figures among them as well, but these are all most similar to the Zodiac Man. There are also several different Zodiac Man adaptations made, such as Dutch, German, and Venetian. All right, on to the next. All right, back to it. Now, here goes some more info. Medical astrology is an ancient applied branch of astrology based on melothesia, the association of various parts of the body, diseases, and drugs with nature of the sun, moon, planets, and the 12 astrological signs. The underlying basis for medical astrology itself is considered to be a pseudoscience, as there is no scientific basis for its core beliefs. All this evidence they keep putting out there, but then they try to say, yeah. Medical astrology and the Zodiac Man diagram associates with the zodiac signs. Body, parts of the body from head, Aries to toes, Pisces. Zodiac Man illustrates centuries of connections between astrology and human personality, health, sickness, and medical treatments. These associations and the impact of the heavens on the health of humans were believed by both educated, elite, and average people for centuries. Medical treatments were related to the zodiac in multiple ways. First, one must consider the patient's personality and constitution that were determined by the zodiac sign of one's birthday. Second, the affected part of the body and its sign must be considered. Third, the time of year, season when the patient became sick and his zodiac characteristics had to be assessed. Fourth, decisions about the best day for bleeding, purging, bathing, sweating, or other treatments made based on the locations and phase of the moon in the zodiac. Finally, herbs and other medicines had to be selected for treatments while considering their associated astrological qualities. Specialized publications advised readers about the best time of year based on the astrological calendar to gather medicinal plants so they would be the most beneficial. Alright, it said after examining individual nature, medical staff may give advice client about the areas of the body. Facts. Alright, now I want to speak about this guy, Julius Schiller. Now this is something else that I came across and I found out during my journey about these 12 zodiac signs, the 12 tribes, the 12 disciples, 12 hours in a day. All of these things connect together. The Son of God. Some people want to say Son, S-O-N, But if you look at any picture of Jesus, you will see an actual sun ray in the back of his head. Look up any picture of Jesus. You're going to see the sun behind his head, the little halo, the sun rays behind the head. You know what I'm saying? So it says in the year of his death. So this is something that I came across. This is what made me, really want to do this video, because I never heard of this dude before. You know what I'm saying? But when I did, it made sense because this was things that I was connecting. But let's see what it says. It says in the year of his death, Schiller, with Bayer's assistance, published the Star Atlas. I ain't even, y'all read that. Coelum, Stellatum, Christianum. They got some weird ass names back there. Which replaced the pagan names of constellations with biblical and early Christian figures. Replaced pagan names of constellations with biblical and early Christian figures. Specifically, Schiller replaced the zodiacal constellations with the 12 apostles, the northern constellations by figures from the New Testament, and the southern constellations by figures from the Old Testament. The planets, sun, and moon were also replaced by biblical figures. Lucas Killen was the artist who engraved the plates. So, like I said, he switched all of the constellations into biblical names. Saturn changed to Satan. Jesus changed to Jesus. There wasn't even a J, you know what I mean? Over 500 years ago, 600 years ago. So then you got Venus, which is Lucifer. So all of these zodiacs signs play a role. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to break that down because I thought that was interesting. You know, I already seen this stuff anyway, but to actually connect characters to these stories and to these experiences that I had. So I would advise anybody, just get your birth time. Or if you know somebody that's going through health issues, you know what I'm saying, just try to learn it a little bit, because this could really help you. Like, it could really help you instead of waiting. Because what's happening is a lot of people are going 30, 40, 50 years with this deficiency. They're lacking this mineral for 30, 40, 50 years. So you can only imagine the outcome. This is why people have these crazy illnesses, you know what I'm saying? Because it's been going for so long, and things that were prescribed from the doctor is just to keep us going back. You know what I'm saying? This stuff it's natural, it's divine. When you use the natural elements, there's no way you can overdose. There's no side effects. But that's all that the medicine that we get comes with, is side effects. But once you understand and tap into this knowledge and you get the actual minerals, it really helps out a lot. So just something to think about. Now, if anybody want to know about the body, I say learn astrology. I learned more about the body than I could ever learn in any college, just based off astrology. You know what I mean? So, just something to think about. Please do some more research. Don't take my word for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to do the research myself too, so I could see it for myself. So, I'm out. Sure, I'm gonna be doing a lot more videos on health, because that's pretty much where I'm going. that's my aim, health and things like that. So I ain't got no degree, none of that, but you don't need no fucking degree. When you have a passion for something, you know what I'm saying? You don't need a degree. It's people with degrees, you know what I'm saying, that's not as passionate as people that's just naturally inclined to want to learn about certain things. Some people just naturally are, you know what I'm saying? It's people that's naturally, you know what I'm saying, veterinarians. They're naturally that, you know what I mean? Just how they take care of animals or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? They just have a natural inclination to do certain things. And I can't help it, you know what I mean? But I know I'm gonna have to get another page because this information has been suppressed for a reason. So I'm gonna end up getting another page to do a lot more of these videos. I really been holding back because I don't know what they gonna do. But it's all good, man. You know, we ain't worried about a thing. But I'm out. Appreciate everybody tapping in and locking in with me. Till next time, man. Can't save everybody.